Hey everybody, it's Roman. I just wanted to talk about Justin Bieber and all the stuff that he's going through right now. I'm not a fan. I think that he's kind of like this teeny bopper type of, teeny bopper type who is targeted at, little teenage screaming girls who, you could sort of switch them out and they'd scream at the next guy the same way. But he's been getting into some issues lately, some scuffles with paparazzi. I think he like in his car he threw something at somebody one like it's not really the first time. The latest thing that they're saying is he was acting up in his car, like racing in his car around his gated neighborhood, and his neighbor went over to his house to complain, and apparently Justin Bieber spit in his face, in the neighbor's. First of all, spitting in somebody's face, that's like the worst. Like, to me, and maybe this is weird, but these are my top two. Okay, spitting in somebody's face, and hanging up on them. Like, I hate to be hung up on the phone, so maybe that's just my personal thing. But spitting, like, you're saying that that person is less than like the stuff that on your on the bottom of your shoes. Like, to spit on another human being, like, really, like, I don't know, like, ugh, I don't know. But part of me feels bad for him. Part of me feels like, well, what do you expect? You give a teenager, and he's still 19, right? You give a teenager, you know, everything he could ever want in the world, access to anything he would want in the world, money out the ass, um, adoration from a throng of female fans. Like, and what is, and then you work him to death. I think that's the difference. You work him within an inch of his life. The poor guy is like thrown up on stage, and like, I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him, but then too, as an adult, because technically in the eyes of the law he is an adult. He could be sent to war. He can vote. Um, he has to stand up for himself and say, "Hey, here are my boundaries. Hey, you're not going to work me like a runaway slave. Hey, hey, hey." But he's been in that dynamic since he was what, 16, 16, 17. So he probably has the same people as his management, and breaking that cycle just because you have an 18th birthday, you know, that's probably really hard. But I don't know. I just find it, you see the good side and the happy, the admirable side of fame and celebrity, but then you see the side too, and it seeps out, kind of like it did with Britney Spears when she went through that whole thing. It starts to seep out, like, wow, this is like you guys might have watched my experience volunteering at the film festival. If you haven't, I made a video about it. But I was so tired. I volunteered 40 hours that week, and I was so tired. Like, that Saturday, I woke up and I was so tired. And that's just like volunteering at the film festival. Granted, they were like 6 hour shifts where I was on my feet, 6 and 7 hour shifts where I was on my feet, and I wasn't getting off until midnight, sometime after that. But can you imagine multiplying that times whatever? I mean, that's what Justin Bieber probably goes through, with the concerts and this interview and that interview, and like, I can't imagine. Like, if I was like a big time music star, first of all, I would probably want to be like independent. And that way I set my own shit up. Like, I set my own schedule, and no, I want 2 days between concerts or whatever. But if you're part of this big label machine, all they see you as is a workhorse, man. You know, they might like you and you might be friends, but business business wise, you're like a workhorse, and they're just trying to squeeze out every drop that they can in terms of record sales, in terms of concerts, in terms of everything. Like, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Like, I'm just hoping he's getting his money, he's saving his money, and I hope it doesn't end up like all these child stars. But it seems like, and you guys tell me in the comments what you think. You know, like say Danny Bonaducci, or I'm trying to think of like child stars from like way back, like in the '60s or the '70s, or like where it seems like the child stars weren't making as much money as they do today. I think because there's more information about how the industry works with the artist, with the actor, and that they didn't have access to back in the day. You know, they just nodded and they were just happy to be on TV. But now everybody knows. Well, no, you make sure you get this and you get that, and you get publishing and you get this set up on the back end and blah blah blah. You know, people are people are more savvy about how the industry works, and the information is out there. I mean, we have the internet, and if you don't know, you can Google it. You know, but at least Justin is making his money, and I don't know. I feel like he needs a break. Like, doesn't he need a break? Doesn't he just need to sit down and go to Hawaii or something and just chill? Like, for the rest of his life. Oh, I can't imagine. For the rest of his life, like, there is no escaping being Justin Bieber. There is no escaping that. Golly. I mean, even when, oh, I can't imagine. I wouldn't want to. I used to because well, I'm a singer and I have a strong singing voice. So it was kind of confusing for me because I thought I was supposed to be a singer. It was only relatively recently that I I discovered that I don't think that is my professional path, but I feel like filmmaking probably is, writing and filmmaking probably is, and that's more of a behind the scenes sort of thing, where you're sort of being the star maker and you're the one choosing. You're not the one going pick me, pick me. You're the one on the other side of the table doing the picking, which is kind of cool actually. It's very satisfying to think that that's what's gonna that the I didn't think of that. You know, I didn't think it would turn out that way when I was a kid, but um, yeah, Justin, I don't know. And his to hear his mom talking, she sounds so helpless, and in reality she is, because he's an adult and there is nothing she can do. Like, he's gonna do what he's gonna do, and that's it. You know, and basically that's what she's saying. She's like, you hope the best for your kid, and you hope that he does, but to live this whole growing up thing in the public eye, golly, I can't even imagine. Man, no. To have it, I can't imagine. So I guess I say all that to say is, Justin Bieber, good luck, because, whew, golly, I hope. I mean, but spitting in somebody's face, dude. I mean, to me, that's a sign that there is a lot going on. Like, either you are just really stressed or something, or you have turned into this hell demon, like, who just thinks that you're just above everything, or you're just acting out because you're tired and you're stressed and you're sick of people being in your face, and I don't know. But I know my kids won't be no celebrity. I know, no. Like, yeah, you can do all that after you go to college. Yeah, and by that time, hopefully, you'll have some sense about you to, wow, I can't imagine. But what do you guys think? Or do you think that Justin Bieber is like going through a Britney Spears type of thing? Or is this just like a hiccup along the way? Is this just like a phase and he just needs to, like, what do you think? Because Britney Spears, she just melted down and like she's never been the same, poor thing. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know. All right, those are my 2 cents when it comes to Justin Bieber. I'll catch y'all later. Bye.